So Chapter 6 has recently been released, and with the release of a new chapter, there are bound to be new items that come with it. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking all 18 new items, and the way I will define an item is anything that can be in your inventory. So for example, the wind and water sprites will be here, but not the earth one. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to support a small content creator. So now let's get into the ranking. At 18th place, being the absolute worst item introduced in this season, is the wind boon. Now, the wind boon could have been so many different things, like glider redeploy or maybe like a double jump, but instead Epic decided to make it so your speed slightly increases when you hold a pickaxe. And by slightly, I mean you literally cannot notice it unless you're walking right next to someone. It's that insignificant and frankly useless, as no one will ever walk around with their pickaxe and everyone just forgets they have this boon. At 17th place is the fire boon, and this again is a very unnoticeable stat increase with its only perk being you reload slightly faster. Now this can be useful sometimes if the fight you're having is really close and you just need one more bullet to win, but it's very situational and I don't see it coming in handy very often. In 16th place is the fire oni mask, which is the first item on this list that takes up a space in your hotbar. So the fire oni mask sounds great on paper. It's a strong fire blast that does 100 damage and locks into your opponent. So why is it at 16th place, you may be asking? Well, it's slow as all hell. Like, your opponent has so much time to react. The only way you could possibly hit them is if they're literally Helen Keller, because all you have to do in builds mode is just place a wall, or if you're in zero build, literally just walk like 2 steps away and you'll be fine. Next up in 15th place is the Night Rose medallion. Now this medallion reloads your weapon for you, which isn't very useful because why wouldn't you just reload? Like, the most this medallion is going to do is give you a few extra shots when you're spraying someone and give you like an extra bullet that could decide the fight, but these situations are again very situational. At 14th place, and the first actual weapon in this ranking, is the Oni shotgun, which is one of, if not the worst shotgun we've ever had in this game. It's supposed to work like a double barrel shotgun with 2 shots for high damage, being a high risk, high reward type of strategy, but this shotgun is high risk with no reward, hell, negative reward, as it feels like I'm shooting Nerf dots with this thing. It's horrible. At 13th place is the Void Boon, and this effect is basically a worse version of a shakedown mechanic. So when you knock or eliminate someone, it marks like the people around them. But the problem with this is the scan just doesn't go far at all. Like, it's like 2 feet away from them, so you'll see whoever's coming up anyways. Like, the only way this could possibly be useful is if like there's builds all around you and your vision is very impaired. Like, you just open your eyes, dude. In 12th place is Shogun X's medallion, which gives you infinite stamina and makes you quote-unquote invisible while running. And the reason that's in quotes is because Fortnite just hates giving actual invisibility, and instead it does that weird thing where it makes you look weird. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, like the blue clear thing. But the reason this medallion is like above all the other stuff in this list is because it also gives infinite stamina. So when you pair it with the Typhoon Blade, it's an absolute unit on the battlefield. Just be like fast as hell. It's amazing. At 11th place is the Wind Sprite, which is basically just a launch pad with 3 uses, but for some reason it doesn't go back in your inventory after you use it, so the 3 charges are basically useless and you only get 1, but having a launch pad is still good and it's also really cute. At 10th place is the Water Boon, which gives you infinite heals up to 175 while in water. So this may sound situational, but this boon has come into handy way more than I would have thought, because water is pretty common on the Chapter 6 map, and it saves with healing items, which are more rare to find than you would imagine. In 9th place are the water sprites, which will work like a mini shield keg, healing 30 damage when you throw it down, and doing 20 or so health back over time. Now this can be really helpful when you're playing with teammates, or if you're in trouble and just need like a bit more health to like help you out, but you're better off just carrying some minis or like a big pot or something else. At 8th place is the Surge Fire SMG, which is a usable weapon, but it's just outclassed in every way with the Precision SMG. The only thing this weapon has going for it is it shoots faster, and it has like this weird effect where the longer you shoot, the faster it gets, but it's pretty inaccurate due to bloom. And you're never picking this up past early game. Like, you're just not. The precision is just 10 times better. At 7th place is the Fury AR, which is in the same boat as a Surge Fire, with it just being a worse version of the counterpart, being the Hollow Twister. But this thing does get the upper hand on the Surge Fire due to its range being better, but overall it's just a very mid weapon that's no one picking up over the Hollow Twister. At 6th place is going to be a very decisive pick, but I'm putting the Sentinel Pump Shotgun here. Now before you throw a riot, this shotgun is good. Like, all the guns from here on up are good weapons that I'd use. Now the only reason it's below the Twin Fire is because I've just always preferred the fast firing shotguns. Like, I always prefer the tack over the pump, but it's still very close. Like, both of them are like neck and neck, but like next up is the Twin Fire anyway. So 5th place, as I just said, is the Twin Fire, and I pretty much summed up why it's above the Sentinel. It's a fast firing shotgun, which I like, and it does pretty good damage for how fast it shoots, and it's a pretty good weapon all around. In 4th place is the Hollow Twister AR, which is just a fantastic weapon because it reminds me of the MK7 so much. It just absolutely shreds whoever's the unfortunate soul is getting shot at, and it just does amazing damage all around. It's fantastic AR, great aim, like pretty much no bloom, so yeah. In 3rd place is the Precision SMG, which is just a powerhouse this season, because it shoots as fast as an SMG with the range of an AR with amazing damage. Like, I would not be surprised if it gets nerfed to the ground this season, but as of right now, it's the perfect hybrid between AR and SMG, so it's the best like real weapon this season. And also, it's so accurate for no reason. Like, you just shred your opponent. It's diabolical. In 2nd place is the Typhoon Blade, which is just an absolutely fantastic weapon. Epic Games cooked with this. It's great for mobility, as like your speed increases. It gives you a dash in midair. It's just a great melee weapon that it just shreds builds. Oh my god. Like, you cannot stop this thing. It's high damage, fast slashes. I don't know how many times I've just like cut through opponents' build like butter. It's insane, and it's just strong as hell. It's like little slash attack that like launches your opponents. Oh my god, the fall damage, it's insane. So yeah, for 2nd place. In 1st place, I don't even know how this is a discussion. It's the Void Oni Mask. It's one of, if not the most incredible mobility items we've ever gotten, right next to the shockwave grenades. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a teleportation item in Fortnite before this, but after using the Void Oni Mask, I can see why they were hesitant to add this thing. It's so easy to just run away from someone if you're about to die, or hop around the battlefield. Like, it makes the game feel like so alive, and like I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's so fast paced. It's one of the most fun items we've ever gotten. I would not be surprised if it gets heavily nerfed though, because 15 charges on the base thing, yeah, they were going to bring that down to like 8. They hate fun. But yeah, 1st place of now. And that is the end of the Fortnite Chapter 6 items ranking. If you guys agreed, make sure to like the video, and if you didn't, tell me in the comments what you change. And also make sure to subscribe to get more videos like this one.